Hi guys, I'm Charlie, welcome back to Cine Channel, and today I'm going to be giving you my late review of Project Hail Mary. This is the newest movie to begin the hype train of best movie of all time or best movie of the year, and honestly, I agree a little bit. I do definitely think this is going to end up on my best of the year list, and overall think it's a great movie. We follow Ryland Grace, who wakes up in the middle of space, not knowing who he is or how he got there. We slowly follow him figuring out he was a scientist sent to space on a mission because their son was dying, so he was trying to figure out any way to save Earth. Something happened and now he's stranded. But now in present time, he comes across an alien whose son is also dying for their planet. So they team up to save their worlds. And that's pretty much all I'm gonna say without spoilers. Like, subscribe, comment down below what you thought of Project Hail Mary. I post Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Without further ado, let's begin. Starting off with the good. Honestly, the first thing I just want to say is that this is overall just a great blockbuster and a great example of a blockbuster. Done right. It's a sci-fi grand story about trying to save the world and with an A-lister, with Ryan Gosling. It just hits all the notes right. It's really a movie for everyone. And like I said, it's just a prime example of that and doing it the best. It's a large-scale story, but also can feel claustrophobic as we're following a guy stuck in space on his ship. Another positive is just the cinematography and visuals of this movie. Oh my god. This is one of the best movies I've seen portray space. Space just looks awesome in this movie, and when you have that red or green scene, you're just really memorized with what you're seeing, with all the visuals of this movie. I saw this with seats that moved with everything, and a space movie is the best to see with those seats, so that kind of enhanced my experience. But another positive is just the relationship between Ryan Gosling's character and a rock, a literal rock, and they make you care about this alien character named Rocky, and literally their chemistry is great, and their dynamic never really feels silly. Ryan Gosling can also hold a film on his own as being really the main human in this movie. We have a few side characters here who are also pretty good, but you are just following Ryan the whole time. Another positive, I like how this movie isn't told in the linear way. We start off not knowing anything with him waking up being all confused, and then we just cut back to certain scenes throughout the movie, which give you insight on what happened earlier, which just really helps and brings a more fun journey. And you're still finding out stuff about this character that you didn't know with 30 minutes left in the movie. And when you figure out that story and everything clicks, it honestly works and you're kind of blown away. The soundtrack is really great. It just adds along with the spacey atmosphere and sparks of human meeting alien. Just real classic score. And the last big positive I'll say is that for being a movie based on a book, you don't really need to follow along. You don't have had to have read the book. I mean, maybe you should. I haven't, but I still enjoyed everything, followed along, and you can too if you haven't read the book. And from what I hear, it follows along mostly everything but leaves some stuff out, which books always have to do for movies, though I hear it's a pretty faithful adaptation. So honestly, this was a really big surprise. I knew and saw all the buzz around this movie. I wanted to just go check it out and I was really surprised. But now just talking about some of the bad and just negatives I had with the movie. Starting off with the ending kinda could feel a little bit silly. I don't know if that's what happens in the books, probably, but without any spoilers, our main character just ends up in a place where I really did not think he was. And honestly, I thought the movie was going to continue going and show more of his journey, but no. It kind of just stops and you don't get a full resolution. So yeah, that ending, it's just going to be something you're either going to be like, oh, I could do without, or you're just going to embrace it and love it. Another thing, I don't know if this doesn't happen in the books or whatever. I don't really even see anybody talking about this. For a space movie, we didn't see the launch scene and we don't know what happened to those people. Ryland Grace's other astronaut passengers that died during the mission. We get no flashback, nothing to both of those events. Those seem like pretty big events in the story. I mean, it's still like for a space movie, you don't have the launch scene, and when you're going back showing us all the lore and flashbacks and how he got here, how do you not show that? Or what happened to the guys he was flying the ship with? I don't know, I just kind of like really felt that that was the only thing I was frustrated with after the movie. I want to know what happened. I want to see what that was like, because he was scared of going to space, so him taking off would have been crazy, but okay. And honestly, that like might be the last negative though. I'm not gonna say it could have been shorter, because I really could have had it been longer. I would have been watched another 30 minutes. Maybe I'll say that sometimes it just gets a bit repetitive. I mean, yes, you're locked in for the entire movie, but it is just one dude in a spaceship trying to figure out how he can either get home or continue with this mission, and the Rocky character doesn't come in until a good portion in the movie. So overall, yeah, Project Hail Mary honestly lives up to the hype. I really walked out of this movie loving it, thinking about it after. Everybody's saying this, but it's true, this movie reminds you why you love movies. Maybe it is because it's a sci-fi movie about space with an A-lister, but all that just helps. The visuals once again are great, the pacing is awesome. Like I said, I could have watched another 30 minutes, and it's already 2 hours and 37 minutes. But that is all I really have to say about Project Hail Mary. I'm going to give this an 8, and it is above How to Make a Killing, making Project Hail Mary my favorite movie of 2026 thus far. Though, hey, I see Mario Galaxy soon, so we'll see. But once again, Project Hail Mary really worked for me. I loved it, and I'd say everybody go check this out, honestly. But thank you so much for watching all the way through if you did. Let me know what you thought of Project Hail Mary if you saw it. What do you think of the book if you read it? Check out the channel, check out the TikTok and Instagram at Cine Channel. I'll see you next time. Have a Cine day.